All right, so we're diving into something super interesting today. It's a book called Atomic Habits.
Yeah, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is a good one.
Yeah, and like the whole idea here, and it's pretty much like the title says, it's how these tiny little changes, like,
Atomic level, small, right?
like, can lead to
Like huge
big results
over time.
Right, exactly. You know, the whole compound effect thing, but applied to like every area of your life.
And James Clear, he's not like some, motivational speaker guy.
No, not at all. He's like he is kind of, but like he's a researcher.
Yeah, an expert.
Like studies habits.
Yeah.
Like this is his thing.
Yeah, so it's we wanted to dig into this because he says that nearly half of everything we do every single day is driven by habit.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So like we're basically, on autopilot almost half the time.
Yeah. Like think about that. That's pretty wild.
That's a lot. That's wild. So if you can like control those habits and change those habits.
Right. Then that's half your life. You can like really
make way better.
Optimize. Make better. Yeah.
Yeah. So he lays out these what's he call them? Like 4 laws of
the 4 laws of behavior change.
The 4 laws of behavior change.
Yeah.
So let's kind of go through those.
Yeah, let's do it.
The first one is make it obvious. So it's like, that thing where like out of sight, out of mind. So if you want to like build good habits, make it obvious so it's impossible to ignore.
Right. Yeah. Like if you want to drink more water, keep a water bottle on your desk.
Right.
So, it's just like, oh, it's right there. Might as well drink it.
Right. Like I've done that. I've actually, like if I'm trying to read more, like I'll put a book like literally like on my pillow so I can't get into bed without like seeing the book.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. Just like little things like that.
Yeah. I like that. Make it so you actually have to engage with it to get rid of it.
Exactly.
You can't just ignore it.
Okay. Number 2, this one's good. Make it attractive.
Ooh.
Yes. So, this is kind of like common sense. We're naturally drawn to things that we enjoy, right? So how can we make those healthy habits or those good habits more appealing, more attractive?
Yeah. Yeah. I think about it like, think about things you already love to do and try to like, pair them, with something that's maybe not so enjoyable that you're trying to build as a habit.
Yeah.
So like, for example, if you want to start running, maybe listen to your favorite podcast while you jog.
Yeah.
Or, like, I don't know, trying to eat more veggies. Find a recipe that makes those veggies taste amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like you're already looking forward to that thing that you like. And you're getting the other thing kind of like in the meantime too, without even really thinking about it too much.
Right. Yeah. Like make it a bundle deal almost. Like, oh, I get to listen to my favorite podcast, but I got to go for a jog while I do it,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Make it easy. This one's like all about, you're trying to like remove any obstacles or like barriers that prevent us from doing the habit.
Right, yeah. Lower that barrier to entry as much as possible.
Totally. So like, if you want to work out in the morning.
Lay out your clothes.
Yeah.
Classic, but yeah.
Lay out your clothes, lay out your shoes the night before.
Yeah. So you can't say, oh, I don't know where my stuff is.
You can't even think. You just like wake up and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah. Or like, if you're trying to eat healthier lunches, like prep your food on Sunday, like chop all your veggies, put them in containers so they're ready to grab and go.
Yeah. Meal prepping. Everyone loves that.
Yeah, yeah.
It works for a reason.
It's so key.
It's so key.
Last one. This one's good too. Make it satisfying. Okay.
So like rewards, right? Like that's a powerful way to like reinforce those good habits and make them stick.
Yeah. Give yourself a little something to look forward to.
Totally.
Like why not? You're putting in the work, might as well reap a little bit of a reward too.
Yeah. And it can be small. Like you don't have to like go crazy. Like if you finished a tough workout.
Yeah. Treat yourself to a bath, take some time for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, if you reached your writing goal for the day, go get a nice coffee or something.
Yeah. Or like whatever little thing you like, just to kind of like be like, okay, I did it,
Yeah.
I did it. Now it's time for the little fun part.
Totally. Yeah. And I think these are like so practical, right? Like anyone can.
Yeah. They're so actionable. It's not just like some vague advice. It's like, here are very specific things that you can do to like actually make changes in your life.
Yeah. And then he also goes into like the habit loop, like how habits are actually formed.
Oh, yeah. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like can you kind of break that down how habits are formed?
Yeah, so it starts with there's like a cue. So this is like a trigger, that starts the habit.
Yeah.
It could be a time of day, it could be a location, it could even be an emotion.
Okay, yeah.
And then that cue triggers a craving. So this is basically like the desire for the reward that you associate with the habit.
So like if I see a cookie on the counter,
Oh yeah,
like the cue is seeing the cookie.
right.
And then the craving is like wanting that sugary, sweet,
Sugar rush.
the sugar rush.
Exactly.
Okay, so then what?
So then comes the response. That's the actual habit itself, like reaching for the cookie and taking a bite. And then finally you get the reward, which is that satisfaction you get from eating the cookie.
Sugar rush.
The sugar rush, exactly. And that reinforces the whole loop. And then the next time you see the cookie, you're more likely to repeat that whole process.
So like knowing this, like even if you're trying to break a bad habit, if you can like understand how it's being formed,
Right.
you can kind of like start to undo it.
Yeah, exactly. You can change like different parts of that loop to like either make it less likely that you'll engage in the habit or replace it with something else that's more positive.
Right. Like so for that cookie example, if you just like didn't have cookies in your house,
Yeah. If you just get rid of the cue,
get rid of the cue.
no cue, no craving, no prop.
I'm brave. It's not even there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've been trying to build a daily writing habit.
Oh, nice. How's that going?
And so I leave my laptop open on my desk in the mornings.
Okay. Yeah. Make it obvious.
Yeah, like that visual cue, just seeing it.
Right. It's right there.
Like, oh, okay, I gotta
do this.
do this. And then I'll make myself like a special tea.
Oh, okay. So like a little reward.
Yeah, after I hit like my word count goal.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Make it satisfying.
Yeah. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
And it's actually been working. Like it's been helping me.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Have you any habits you've been working on?
I've been trying to get back into running regularly.
Okay.
Yeah. Life gets busy and it's easy to like let things slip. But so I've been doing the classic like lay out my clothes the night before.
Make it easy.
Make it easy, make it obvious. And I actually haven't missed a run since I started doing that. So far so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing how these little mental tricks can like actually have such a big impact
Totally.
on, your behavior.
So it really is like, these tiny little changes, these atomic habits can like really snowball into like massive results over time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I think, the most encouraging part is that like you don't have to do everything at once.
Right. You don't have to like completely overhaul your entire life overnight.
Just start small.
Just start small. Pick one little thing.
1% better.
Yeah, 1% better every day. And like over time, that's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, so for everyone listening, like what's one tiny habit you could change today to start seeing those big results down the road?
Yeah, just one little thing. It could be something as simple as drinking an extra glass of water each day or taking a 5-minute walk.
Or making your bed.
Yeah, making your bed. Whatever it is, like just pick one thing and start there.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're gonna dive deeper into atomic habits in our next session.
Yes, we've got a lot more to unpack.
So stay tuned for that.
And in the meantime, like start thinking about those atomic habits. What's one thing you can change today?
Yeah, and let us know, like, share your experiences. We want to hear, like, what are you guys working on? What are you trying to change?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, until next time, keep those tiny changes coming.
Yes, keep those tiny changes coming.
All right. See ya.
Bye.